Yeah, I'm about to grab me a gummy. What?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Geek'd with Trey. We got some people running a little late, but niggas.
Gummies and blinkers. It's the type of day.
Oh man. All right, y'all. So we talking Diddy today.
Diddy,
Seems like
Trump.
he's gonna be the next couple. He's gonna be the trending topic for like probably the rest of the year until they allegedly trying to get him in front of like a grand jury. So I think he's gonna be the trending topic for a while.
I'm all right.
Oh man. I was trying to wait for other people to get in the room so we can discuss this. Like, what do you think this means for like his legacy? Like, do you like they're talking about ripping up his Hollywood star fame? Like, he can't attend his daughter's graduations, and
Daughter, Diddy or Trump?
Diddy.
All right. That's how I see it. How would this affect Diddy legacy? He's still gonna be a billionaire. Still gonna be rich. He's still gonna be a successful man. And this is why I started noticing about like the from the beginning, middle to the what we at now type shit. There's a long list of celebrities supporting him. Every time more shit come out or more things of that nature come out, the list of niggas that's supporting this man is going getting lower and lower and lower every time. Now, I'm gonna get to the point where it's only he still got niggas that fuck with him, but now it's a select few that's openly fucking with that nigga.
Mm.
So the internet is slowly but surely starting to roast this nigga to a point where he can't get saved. Like I'm seeing a bunch of memes of this nigga calling him Little Diddy, like it's a little, like the Little Debbie picture, but it's like Little Diddy and shit like that. The fucking instead of
No,
the Riddler, it's the Diddler and shit like that. So I'm like, damn, nigga, like certain shit, internet undefeated. You can't bounce back from certain shit. This is gonna follow him for the rest of his life.
I don't know. I feel like he's about to lose a lot. I don't think he's going to continue to be a billionaire. He keeps having to pay out all these lawsuits, all these lawsuits, all these lawsuits. Every week there's a different lawsuit. There's like only so much that money can it's going to eventually run out. I feel like
I'm gonna be honest. I only heard him pay Casey. I ain't heard pay nobody else.
there's everybody else is following these things, and like I mean like eventually he's going to have to start paying these people off. You can only pay, but I mean like when like these situations like this or whatever, you kind of just pay them off silently or cease and desist or whatever. All that shit costs money. All that shit costs money to have lawyers fight for you the whole time or whatever. Like that shit eventually runs out.
Me personally, I hope his shit run out. I hope like if this shit is 100% true, I hope he get what he can coming to him type shit. But this is just when you a man of power and that type of status and that type of stature, it's gonna take a lot to bring you down type shit. Like look at Donald Trump. The nigga said grab motherfuckers by the pussy was literally grabbing bitches by the pussy and was the president or candidate for president. And nigga still became. So it's like when you that stature, you could do some bullshit on camera in front of the world, and it's still gonna take a lot for them to. Well, he was wrong, and let's get him out of here type shit. No, you're gonna get the benefit out because who you are. Not saying I'm gonna give you that pass, but niggas in general just go, you ever think, all right, this what he do when he's all right, cool. But is that if I walk down the street and grab a bitch by the pussy like how he did, I'm going to jail.
Nah,
Any bitch. That's a
I just
my house.
I've like they're talking about taking it. I think I'm not sure if they did or not yet, but they're talking about taking this Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like they're just they're slowly but surely ripping things away from you.
Shit, I think they said all right, this is the last night I was chilling. Minding my own business. Scrolling. I be in the middle, right? None of your business, your little scroll on and shit. You just so happen to see some shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I see some shit. The first drawing I see, like, it wasn't too bad, but it was like a little something. So I'm like, all right, cool, fuck it. Then I started seeing shit like, oh yeah, he did shit. He got me, a little aggressive with Shaka Khan, got in her face, that is that, and her daughter had to speak up. She had to spoke up with some shit, some shit. I'm like, all right, cool. What the fuck is this about? Then I'm seeing shit like niggas doing investigations of Diddy back in college. How he was a wild kid dude allegedly in college and shit like that. So I'm like, oh shit.
He's been this.
But then, yeah. So now I'm seeing stories of like, you know, you remember what was the ex girlfriend named Kim Porter?
Yeah,
He had got with the executive producer or the executive. he was some type of music executive and shit. And allegedly, Kim Porter, the dude, did he see each other at a wedding? Did he crack him with a chair? So it was like he been like
I mean, he barely
now they
he
saying with
got
the
Cassie running down the hallway. Not well, she was trying to get away, then he came running down the hallway after her. So like he's been like this. I mean, the streets have been talking, and they're talking about like they've been talking for decades about him and
so
like,
this
how he
is
pays people off and cover up things.
so this is where it gets like kind of weirdly confusing and shit. Because the other day when the feds raided Crib, I believe that first time they raided his house. So they were trying to connect, the sex trafficking shit and all that shit together type shit. And what makes it weird is he has, what they said, allegedly he has sex workers in his house actively at the time during the raid.
Yeah,
So that was like, what's going on here?
it's like is it sex workers or is it sex trafficking happening? Like that's what the question is too.
Oh, he had sex workers in his crib and shit, but at the same time, the shit with Casey, where she was not even just Casey, but Kim Porter as well. She was saying the same shit Casey was saying. Yo, he had me, getting fucked by other niggas or somewhat bitches or we be on some swinger shit. This, that. And I don't even rock like that, but this is what he making me do type shit. Same shit with Cassie type shit. You feel me?
I mean,
So it was like,
all right, but like if he just had sex workers there for him and they know what they were there for, then I mean that's kind of legal, I guess. But like, if
no, but
he there with somebody else, like was there another victim? Was there like some other?
we don't know that. We don't know that yet. They still investigating. But I'm saying is normally it's been allegedly multiple instances where Cassie said it, Kim Porter said it, and a couple other motherfuckers said it. Like when they with Diddy will hire a male prostitute or a male male escort model to fuck. You know what I mean? And he's sit there and watch the masturbate type shit, basically.
Hmm.
That's how he gets his rocks off. So now I'm saying whatever little bitches he might be dealing with at the time, whatever females might be in the persons of his crib, or it could be niggas too. I don't know. That could be going on. Because again, what's the point of having these niggas in your crib, these male sex workers? And then they around your kids too, I believe. Because remember, his kids got when they did the Joan, he wasn't there, but his kids was there. What the fuck is your kids doing around this shit, bro?
Yeah, that's allegedly. Um, I that's crazy. He I don't know. I wonder like what's going on in his world. Like he hasn't been to like any. He didn't go to like his daughter's proms. He didn't, or his daughter prom, or daughter's prom because there's twins.
I
It.
mean, shit, he would take up all the shine from that.
I mean, pretty much. I think he's just gonna like. I mean, like they said, reportedly he's laying low key
He
because
ain't got no choice.
he doesn't want to take the shine away from them and the shine away from. This is. I just feel like this is like we're watching him dwindle down. I feel like we're about to learn so much more. And then they talking about this documentary that's about to come out or whatever with 50 Cent producing it. So it's about to be some shit.
So this is also what's going on. Cause me and Dex was talking the other day, and he was like, he wasn't. He was kind of confused because he was thinking like the sources kind of just coming out of nowhere type shit. So we had to. I was told like so open investigation. We're not really going to know the sources like that. The source is Rolling Stone. The source, I believe, for what it looks like, Rolling Stone and the Feds might be possibly working together. That's what it looks like to me.
Mm.
Because Rolling, like they're doing interviews. Because I know, like you mean, because I was on Twitter and shit, and I was digging, I wasn't trying to dig, I was really minding my business. But then shit start popping up, and I'm like, hold the fuck up, let me tap in and start tapping some shit and start looking at some shit. It was a chick. She was like, Rolling Stone was like inquiring about people reaching out to them about, these businesses and, I guess interviews about Diddy and things of that nature. She turned it down because whatever came with that bullshit, right? If it was real, fake, whatever the case may be, she didn't want it tied to her business. She declined it. But then she also posted the receipt to her getting the email of the young saying and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So what they're doing, Rolling Stone, is reaching out to individuals, I guess, that did any type of business with him, have any type of contact with him. Like I told you, they're going back to his college roommates, his college classmates, and things of that nature. So the only thing left is to start going back to his old neighborhood, and you know what I'm saying? Start. It was like shit. I believe they said reached out or they're trying to reach out to over 300 niggas for this investigation to be focused on him.
Yo, I know that Biggie Small's mom had to make a statement. She wants to. Oh, this is allegedly too, but allegedly she saw the video and she basically wants to smack the shit out of Sean P Diddy Combs. I was just like,
I'm,
damn, you got somebody else's mama ready to slap the shit out of you, and she's praying for him
now,
and his mama.
this is the crazy part. She probably felt this way for a long time because fuck the. You talking about because of the Cassie video she wants to?
She saw the Cassie video.
Well,
She was praying to
she
God that
probably
all this
said,
stuff wasn't true, but she saw the Cassie video, so she saw it with her own eyes. And
well, this
now
is the
she
one
does.
thing I can say about Biggie Mom. She probably been feeling a type of way about Diddy for a long time. But again, you wanna hope this shit ain't true. You wanna hope it's just rumors. You wanna hope it's just lies and shit.
Yeah,
But
she probably never
this is what kind of
witnessed anything for herself, but now she finally saw it. So now it's an issue.
yeah. So another crazy topic that I ran across last night. I'm again scrolling minding my business. A co-founder, allegedly, it was never a co-founder, a co-CEO, somebody close to Diddy on the bad boy side of business type shit from that time back then type shit. It was like it could have been a co-founder, co-CEO, so co-something. He was something close to Diddy at that time and shit. Biggie passed away. Rolling Stone offered to cover the Biggie. That was supposed to be Biggie's cover when whatever that album, I forgot the name of that album was, whatever he trying to promote, whatever he's trying to do his thing with. But that cover was for Biggie. The being that Big is his artist, he can control if all right, cool, this, that, is that. So he's like, nah, nigga, fuck that. And he's saying this to Rolling Stone and to the executive dude too, like the dude that basically told what happened and shit. He's like, no, Biggie's gone. I need to try to bump this album and promote this album. Is that. The nigga I trying to get the coverage to ain't here, so it ain't like he's gonna benefit from that basis. So basically, what he's saying is, nigga, fuck Biggie. I need to get on that because I can promote my shit because he didn't know. But the next time he will be in that position or opportunity to be on a Rolling Stone cover. You feel me? Because you ain't there because of Biggie. Now, if Biggie don't get there, who was Mace gonna get you on Rolling Stone? Like that nigga that wasn't with you long enough for you. So what next artist would have got him there to be at that point to be like, oh yeah, I'm Rolling Stone magazine, let me do some shit. Like he took it from Biggie
Mm,
after that.
shit.
So if I'm Biggie's mom, she's probably not gonna know things, and if that's the nitty gritty. That's like CEO behind the work. He's not gonna know them type of things.
Yeah.
But again, these things, all this shit is starting to come out now. Like again, you would hope this shit not true. You would want to pray this shit not true. But this is possibly the dealings of the shit that's going on right now.
Yeah. And everybody's talking. People come out of the woodworks. They hitting them like they did Bill Cosby. They coming out left and right or whatever. Everybody got a story. It was like some 50 plus women or whatever came out for Bill Cosby or whatever. I think like all these people are coming out left and right. Men and women are coming out left and right
Yeah.
in this whole Diddy situation. So I,
Now for me, I ain't gonna lie. I used to always find it weird when like this is me when I was younger though. I'm older now, so I understand why things like that happen and things of that nature and shit. But when I was younger, I used to like, damn, if something happens to you in 07, why you don't come out to everybody else tomorrow? Why you don't come out to like 2020 and things of that nature? Now I understand that like wait, sometimes again when you're a certain person, a certain stature and this, that, is that, sometimes you can't call the cops because the cops work for him. Sometimes you can't go to the media outlet and he can get that shit shut down with the bag and shit. So now I'm like, oh shit, now I understand like why niggas just can't come out with their traumas and bullshit like that. Like he said, but from the rip type shit. Sometimes it gotta be a little build up and a bunch of other niggas jumping him. They be like, all right, cool, let me get a little jab in too type shit. Now I understand shit like that now.
yeah, they she's been talking for some time about Diddy. I don't know. I'm ready to see this docu series. I need it. I want to know how long it's gonna be. Who's gonna be on there? Who's gonna be talking? Or did they get Cassie? That's what I really want to know. I want to know if they're gonna have all his exes in there. I want to know if what Young Miami. I want to know if she's gonna be in there. If they got her too, because allegedly or whatever they got her. They talking about he had her carry drugs. Allegedly they said J Lo had him carry. He had J Lo carry drugs. All that's allegedly. So I'm just like I don't know. Like and then how did J Lo make her way out? Like she got out of that whole situation or whatever. They like had a reunion 20 years. Like they met. They disconnected from each other or whatever, then like had like a reunion like 20 years later. So like, how does she?
Only reason why I feel like for me, only reason why J Lo, outside of getting away from Diddy, J Lo always kept a high profile man around her. So it's like,
True,
say like if like how when she was dating A Rod, Diddy couldn't do no fuck shit to A Rod.
true.
You know what I mean? Like when you date a certain like, all right, cool, you got an athlete around, you got a nigga that's probably a billionaire too. So nigga, you can throw some weight around, nigga. I can too.
Mm,
You can't fuck with a nigga that's a foreigner that got a bag bigger than yours.
mm,
Y'all both got a bag, but mine bigger. Let's talk about it.
mm.
It's hard to fuck with a nigga like that.
No, it's. I want to know what like all. I want them to get everybody. I want to know what Morley Simmons have to say.
I want to hear it all from. I want them because this is what also again like I got some more school. So again, I'm just rolling out of my business. Apparently, Diddy he's from wherever he's from in New York and shit like that. But this is I got like a little backstory on this nigga because as I'm looking through the stories and shit, I'm like, fuck that nigga. Let me read the comment section. Let me see what the comment section talking about. I started getting like I don't know if this is true or false. So I'm gonna throw a legend in front of everything. I got this shit from a comment section, so none of this is to get it off. I'm free from a comment section. But niggas was like vouching for each other that was strangers in the comment section. So I'm like, all right, it gotta be some type of validity to this shit, at least on a little bit of a 0.1 percentage type shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. Niggas is saying wherever Diddy was Diddy was from. Cool. Nigga. I can't remember if it was the Bronx, Bengal. I don't fucking know. Cool. They said his dad was allegedly like that outside. Like he was outside serving nigga. He was outside doing his thing. He was like a little baby kingpin or something like that. Like just like he's heavy out there. Cool. I don't know if that's what like got Diddy like through his college fund and all that type shit. But allegedly his dad was heavy back then, but then turned out to be a rat a little bit later type shit. Cause I always peep. You ever notice how you hear Diddy talk about his mama, but you don't never hear shit about his daddy?
Yeah, that's actually, and you don't really hear too much about his mom either.
No, but when you hear stuff about his mom, it's like things in her name, like so who is that his dad, but you don't hear shit about his dad though.
Yeah, I mean, like he mentioned, like you hear his mom mention, and she shows up
Yeah,
occasionally to award shows, but like he doesn't really talk too much about her. But I've never
at
actually
all.
heard nothing. I've never heard nothing about his father actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like that surprised me so much. I'm like, I don't know if it's like 100% factual, but niggas was validating each other in the motherfucking comment section. Man, I'm pretty sure none of them niggas knew each other. They was like, yo, no, nigga, he ratted. No, he did this. But yo, but before he did rat, though, that nigga was heavy outside. I can't lie about that part, though. I'm like, okay, all right.
So to back you up on that whole comment situation, these are what some of the people are saying in the comments. Because I took a couple of screenshots because they was in these comments. Honestly, this is what we get for allowing celebrities to have too much control over society, over people in general. I I think celebrities do have a lot of control over situations.
Hell yeah. They control the trends. They control what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. There should be no statute of limitation on where like trafficking is a concern, especially for those who are trafficking that are like children. I agree with that.
Right?
There shouldn't be a statute of limitation if a woman was raped or if a man was raped. There shouldn't be. I feel like, or like, there shouldn't be any of those things. Whatever. I feel like when there's hard evidence that they got so far, that like they keep coming with him, whatever. I feel like the statute of limitations need to be, that's for regular people. that the statute that shit's for regular people. That's for the broke niggas, the niggas that's not billionaires and millionaires.
And
That shit ain't for
that
everybody.
too. But shit, I'm pretty sure he the type nigga. All right, cool. Say all his shit that is affected by the statute of limitations, nigga. What about all the shit that ain't? All that y'all gotta do is be a job. Pretty sure y'all find something.
Uh, 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 Shit, hold on. What's the other comment said? Oh, it's sickening how much Usher and Justin Bieber spent so much time with him. All disturbing allegations, allegedly. All these things are allegedly. What is got some more comments. Hold on.
Oh, so the comment to tap in on that comment. So I'm watching the again. I'm scrolling out of my business. I saw that right.
What
So
Kanye
now
did
this is
the
how
same thing.
This is how the YouTube algorithm is and the Twitter algorithm is. This is how I know niggas is against Diddy type shit. Like this is like how what's the nigga Andrew Tate talk about the Matrix and all that type shit. Like I'm sitting there watching and scrolling and shit. I fucking interview with Usher. This comes up out of nowhere. It just blesses this shit out my screen. I'm like, all right, cool. What the fuck is this about? They start talking about how Usher was living with Diddy for a year as a young nigga. And he like, yeah, man, he said it was some type of training camp or some shit. He said it was like, oh, Diddy train? I forgot what he called it, but
It was like a boot camp to get him ready to become a celebrity.
yeah, and he was like, he basically like, like how was he cool? Like, he's like, don't get me wrong. He's like, he was trying to be like, was there always girls around? Was it crazy? He's like, oh, but he was trying to be like shy and shit. But he was like, I thought shit and this, that, this, that. Oh well, nipping in the bud with your daughter, what you? Oh hell no, that was all I needed.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
he ain't just say no, bro. He said hell no. So that tells me all the fuck I need to know. You could have said no, gang. I'd rather do it myself. But this, that, this, that. He straight up, all his chest, all his body. Hell no.
because he done seen some shit.
Yeah, and you probably fit into some shit. All right, cool. So you're all right. Come on now. Cause be with me. Cause again, Dex was talking about this shit earlier. I find it weird that like in the 80s, the 90s, early 2000s, niggas was just giving their kids away to these celebrities for no fucking reason.
I mean, I always found that weird. Like, then you want to turn around and assume because you want to sit there and try to touch, like, allegedly, like, I don't think the whole Michael Jackson thing is true or whatever. Like, not all of them, whatever. I think some of them parents were just being greedy because I went back and I watched documentaries. So, like, I don't think I was just like, you let your kid when like, you saw the story on the news and you still let your kid. I was like, no, you
And that he had three different public accusations, and niggas was still giving their kids, man, relevant.
about like that. I was like, you were doing it for the money. You did not. You were not. That's not sincere to me. Like you, I'm not.
Now,
I'm just like
I
you.
heard some things about crisscross about what wasn't they sounding Jermaine Dupri back in the day?
Yeah, that's their
So
artists. I mean,
I heard they had allegedly had some shit happening to them, this that type shit. So it was like it's weird when these old celebrities be grooming these little ass kids to be. So it don't know. You as a celebrity can't groom no kid to be no fucking celebrity. Like that's you get like acting coaches and shit like that for they to come into their own person and shit. You can't groom that person to be a baby fucking you already sick of.
and then on top of that, like even like celebrities, like they're not the same person who they are on stage. Like they're normal people.
Exactly.
Like it's
It's like
the
you
person.
see him on TV, it's hee ha ha, but once that camera cut off and they credits pop up, nigga, man, fuck that fucking Barney suit, nigga. I'm about to smoke my cigarette and call it. They ain't fucking. Man.
Where is my other
Ain't
question?
worried about that.
No. I'm trying to think.
Oh, that shit is a persona.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Oh.
Here's Dexter.
I think that's Net.
Are you filming? Hi.
Oh shit.
Are we recording?
I just guessed.
We recording, girl. We sitting here.
Oh, heck.
We talking about Diddy.
Oh gosh. I missed so much. You guys get to chat a lot at work. I don't get to do nothing. I have to lead by example. I gotta basically lose my phone when I'm at work.
I know. You. That's that management team there.
Ugh, that's all right. By the time I get back, it'll be like 48 messages. I was like, oh Lord, I gotta catch up. I usually see like the last 10.
No, but we talking about Diddy. Like we just basically were talking about breaking down. Like, what do you think? Like, is like what's left is his legacy. Like, do you think Ivor? Like, do you think he's gonna have one at this point? Like, I think these girls are going to go out here and get some real jobs. Like, they can
Well, I
won't be working at.
I feel like we just reliving the whole R. Kelly moment all over again. So it's just going to be subjective. But I feel like his musical legacy is going to not be as great as what R. Kelly's legacy is right now, even though he's convicted and in prison. I think that it's going to be known more for this.
He don't got no musical legacy. He don't got no musical, no outside of Biggie. He ain't got no musical legacy.
So Diddy has a couple songs.
Well, I mean, not even his songs, but just
Every
his
step I
his
take,
act in
Joan
the
with Faith Evans and shit like that, bro, ain't got no motherfucking legacy. He got the legacy he made by building up the artists that never made it nowhere,
That
always
right there,
dropped.
that's his legacy. His I didn't say his songs. I said his musical career, his background, everything that he put his hands
No, but
on,
I'm just
and
saying, like his
building
legacy,
Bad
everything he put his
Boys.
hands on musically outside of Biggie was never successful. He made
Well,
money off of them, but it was never successful.
then he was successful because you think they all do this for the love of it,
No, but at the end of the day, the
for the
more
money,
successful you
for
make
the
your
accolades.
artist, the more successful you make your artist, the more money you make off the motherfucker, right or wrong.
Yeah, but we're not going to pretend like he didn't make a lot of money, whether he supported his artists or
Yeah,
not.
but majority of his money came what was got Diddy to that Diddy status was what came from Biggie. Before he got to Biggie, he was just a random ass nigga in the office. Biggie got
Well, it
him to
don't
that
matter.
killer
It
status.
doesn't matter where it comes from. He still set a legacy in the music industry, whether he earned deserved it or not. He's still a big name
Oh,
in
I'm
the
not
music
saying
industry.
because of the
That's all I'm
situation
saying.
with Biggie. After that, everything was failure, failure, failure,
But it doesn't. But
failure,
I'm just saying it
failure.
doesn't matter how he got there. The fact is, he's there.
I would
That's
say
that's all that matters.
he's
He's there.
here because like he did have a hot TV show making the band.
He had a lot of things.
So I mean that was
He had a lot of things.
And that's what helped. And the crazy part, I'm glad you bring that up because that making the band shit was helping expose to him too. But a lot more of this shit was going on because I was
it
come
definitely
across some
did.
of those clips and shit, and I was like, "Well, damn, this
But
nigga crazy."
guess what?
Fuck you mean you walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, go get a slice of pizza for a cool down and shit
Guess
like that? That's
I was turning in. I was yo every week I was turning in to see what crazy shit they was gonna do. Whether it was walk across the Brooklyn Bridge,
but think about that.
Hmm.
The thing about that, all them niggas
Oof.
that was always on them shows never made it nowhere. Danny Kane never made it nowhere. Diddy Dirty Money never made it nowhere. I can name you fucking I can name you damn near every artist at the big. Them niggas ain't making nowhere.
well,
But at the end of the day,
that,
Diddy still got his check.
yeah, okay, that was because of him.
He
Uh,
still got his
Cause,
check.
Andre Odette,
The
cause
point
when
for
you
him,
find out when you
we're finding out he's a monster. His true purpose really could have just been to get his check. He may not have ever wanted to build or boast nobody's career.
yeah.
He don't got to, but I'm saying when you sign an artist, they already owe you a bag from the rip. So it ain't no he got his check. No, you're when you sign an artist, they're already in debt to you from the rip. When you give them that advance and all that shit, they're in debt to you. When you
Yeah,
give
but
them that
not real
money,
debt.
you're in
It's not. It's
yeah,
it's it's
it's
it's
real
it's
debt.
music debt. No. It's music debt. It's what they make the artists feel that they owe. Because at the end of the day, what he's charging them for studio time and clothes and all these things are not really what that stuff's worth. What they're
Yeah, but
paying back is not really
if
what
I
he
give
spent.
you $1 million cash advance, you owe me. You owe me.
Okay, and okay, and
If your music don't, if I don't push your music and make your music like push
that's
your
not
music,
true. There's other
well,
ways to make money. Well, there's other ways to make money off of somebody, even if they don't sell records. I mean, their likeness, their name, their voice, their idea, their all that. He can make money off of
but
all
if
that.
they're
It doesn't
not
even have to
pushing
be
you
a
enough
record.
to make you, but if they're not pushing you enough to, you know what I'm saying? How do you do that?
But I'm just saying, who are you comparing him to? Because if you're comparing him to you and me, he's doing just damn fine. I mean, you have to think about what enough is to certain people. And to me, he looks like he made enough.
I mean, yeah, he does like me enough, but
He looked like he made enough. You can say he wasn't famous and all this, but at the end of the day, the nigga made money.
The
He's got a
nigga was
whole
gonna make
underwater.
money
He's got a whole
anyway because he
underwater
signed the
swimming
artist.
pool
He's
underneath the
gonna make
house.
money off of them regardless, is what I'm saying.
I feel like y'all
Right? If they blow up,
thing.
yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Like we both saying the same thing. He's gonna make money off them artists regardless because he signed them. Now, again, if he saved, I signed you for like a couple $1 million. I give you a crazy ass event on top of that. You owe me all of that back because of the studio time, the travel, and that's all that shit costs. None of that shit
First of
free.
all, he didn't have a. I feel like they didn't have a fighting chance anyway because he was a. I feel like he was the setback in all those people's careers, every
Yeah.
single last one of them. And I feel like
But
Now he
that's
did
what you're
have some
saying.
good
Like
artists that
y'all are
had
still
potential
considering
though.
the fact that
He
his
did have
real
some good
true
artists that had
intention
potential.
was to make people famous. Yeah, we're still assuming that his intention was to make people famous because it could not have been. His whole intention could have just been to make money and make what he can make and fuck whether they get famous or not.
true.
I mean, the more
So
famous your
that's the point
artist
that I'm
get, the
trying to
more
make.
money you get. So we can't. That'll be the worst logic to go with. Because the
Well,
more the
if
bigger
that's
your
your
artist, the bigger your artists get. Like
well,
think of
but
Biggie
we're
Small. Like
just
Biggie
showing
stays
that he
small
was
for artists
successful
that
in
he
doing.
was. Diddy don't make all that money. So why would you want your artist to stay small? You want your artist to get as big as possible.
It doesn't look like it affected him at all. Again, that's my you're making my whole point
Because
for me. You're saying his people never made money, they never got famous, they never did any of that, but yet and still, this man's still sitting up there at one time, at one point, hundreds of millions of dollars. And none of his
because
artists were successful. So I'm just saying
you
it
get
really
money
doesn't
off
matter at
them
the end of the
artists
day.
that's from signing them.
That is my very point. He made his money. And we're not saying he could have made more. We're saying he absolutely did make hundreds of millions of dollars. However, he did.
I literally watched
It
this
happened.
video
It happened.
earlier and him saying him and Mason they had owes me $4 million. I got receipts because of the music shit. So that's what I'm saying. When you do billings and shit, when you give advances and shit and things of that nature, they expect it back. It ain't no, oh
And
well,
what
you
I'm
can get it
saying
from
is,
other
and
means
what
of
I'm
nature.
saying is
You
that
gotta
he
pay
gave
that
somebody
shit.
$4 million. Trust and believe he got that $4 million back some way, somehow, whether that person physically put that money back in his hand or not. At the end of the day, he did not lose that. I can guarantee you that. People
Yeah,
don't loan what they can't
I'm
afford to
pretty.
not get back.
It's not a. Yeah, it is kind of basically a
It's a
loan, but
loan.
it's
It's a
like
loan.
that's the thing. You don't. That's the thing, though. You don't really care about getting it back as soon as possible because that's when you hold a man. That's when you like, all right, cool. All right,
And
yeah, you can take your time paying that back. I'm gonna give you
you're
interest.
study proving my very point. You're study proving my very point. You're study saying all these ways that he was able to make money without pushing these artists in their records. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he was a successful producer and all these things. I'm just saying at the end of the day, he made his coin. That's all it boils down to. And for some people, that's all that matters.
Well, for him, I think that's all he wanted.
Because I mean, honestly though, now that we know, well, now that we're hearing some of these alleged situations, that could be the very basis for, hey, you owe me $1 million. What's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? That I'm pretty sure a lot of those situations arise from just that alone.
So we ain't even gonna talk about how much money he owed his artists and shit though, because again,
Yeah,
he ripped most of the niggas off.
a million,
So we ain't gonna talk about
Yeah,
that
he
part, huh?
did. Yeah, he did.
a
Yeah, he did.
million.
That we do
That's what I'm
know.
saying. If he just care about his bag, then why even be in that part of you know what I'm saying? It should just be behind the scenes, because now you just scamming niggas publicly. And we
Because you
see
know
it
what?
happen
Because
on
he had figured
TV.
out how to be successful doing that already.
Like back in college,
Yeah, off
he
Biggie.
he learned how to manipulate people back in college.
Manipulate people. Exactly.
He was
Exactly.
never late for that class. He was there.
He was the professor of that class.
Shit, he was shit valedictorian. He was
At the end of the day, he's one of them niggas like, nope, I got mine. I don't know about you, but I got mine.
yep.
Like that's the type of person he reminds me of. Like
And we lived next door to each other.
I got mine either way. Either way, I got mine. You know.
Oh man. I don't know. I feel like he's just a big ass monster right now. I feel like he's just being exposed, and like I just want to know what this documentary is gonna bring because 50's.
I'm gonna say, did he do some questionable things? I'm absolutely positive he did. But again, I'm going back to the R. Kelly thing. He is the only one going down for this, and yet and still 44 people are coming up talking about this, that, and the other. So I'm saying 44 other people knew exactly what was going on, and nothing was said or done about anything. People need to be held accountable.
Yeah,
There's only one reason he continued to be able to do this stuff is because of all the people that knew something and didn't care or do anything about it.
I
Now, had
feel like
in the very beginning, people started saying shit and doing shit, it would have slowed him down.
that money started running out because now
I
now niggas are slipping up talking and shit. Now it's business.
no, that all has to do all that's because of Cassie. She finally got the nerve to do something.
Yeah, I mean the courage.
She got the support, the encouragement. She got what it was she needed to say something, and it took her to say something for everybody talking. I'm like, mainly not her. She's not one of the ones that I would expect to say something back then because she was probably terrified and had a lot of things going on. But the people that were standing around watching it, the people that knew it was happening, those people are the people I'm talking about,
Mm.
not the victims. I understand victims and their,
Okay,
restraint for trying to come out and things like that. But the people that are around, his supposed friends and all that stuff,
yeah,
they're just like him.
they gonna
They're
be playing
just like,
too. And then if they wasn't like him, he turned them into him.
right.
That shit was taught.
I'm gonna guarantee you right now, I ain't gonna go to not one party and see somebody get assaulted or molested or drugged or anything like that. You think I'm ever gonna be a part of that shit ever fucking again? No. And that depends on whose party it was because I might be saying something to somebody.
True.
But again, I'm not,
Like with this being like with,
enamored with money and glitz and glam and all that stuff.
I feel like with 50 Cent having his hand in this project, I feel like it's going to be some petty shit, and I'm actually here for it because I feel
It's gonna be messy and dramatic.
it is going to be messy. It's going to be dramatic. It's fucking what's the show? Power. we gonna
Ooh, we be getting better.
we gonna be turning in. We gonna be tuning in every week. Look at this.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh,
You know it.
and I would definitely be turning in like, yo, they can make this a Netflix series or Hulu, whoever they got. I'm just like, yo, I'm here for this shit. If you look, let me know what station it is. I'll be on. Let me know what streaming platform that's on, and I'm a halfway up. So earlier, hip hop we was doing. So what you choking on?
Um, where did this from? I don't know. Actually, this came from the medical stuff.
Oh.
My friend got a medical card, and they gave me a couple nugs.
There was a lot of what you call it here in this comments, whatever, like from like the videos and upcoming shit. Like people were saying like there should be no statute of limitations on sex trafficking, especially when there's children involved. Let's see. It's so sickening that Justin Bieber and Usher had to go through what they had to be around that grown ass man or whatever, and be around that disturbing time. But I was just like, Usher and they didn't grow up together. Like I mean, I guess they're talking about in their separate times. But all right.
Well, I'm just saying, where are their parents? Their parents need to be held accountable too. Once again, when we're talking about kids in the industry, their parents need to be held accountable. Because at the end of the day, I feel like if something were to happen to your kid, then that's because you were putting other things before them emotionally. Like, I don't have kids, but I mean, I feel like if you're doing that, you should have some sort of connection where something's fucking wrong with your kid.
Yeah.
I have nieces and nephews, and I can recognize that in them. So where were you when these things were happening? Did you really think it was a good idea to let your 10 or 12 or 13-year-old go stay for months with a perfect stranger, grown ass man? Like, I don't know.
And then that's what we were talking about earlier. I think that's where you had just popped in. We were talking about somebody popped in. I think it's Dax. Somebody had just popped. We were just talking about that earlier. How like the whole Michael Jackson situation, whatever. Wow. The whole Michael Jackson situation. With the kids going to go spend the night, that second batch, like when everything was already in the news, you already knew what was going on, and you let your child go. I was just like, why would you do this? Like, I kind of sort of, I mean, like, I feel sorry for the children, but like, I don't feel sorry. It's hard for me to sympathize.
This is the thing about it. Yeah, we can come spend the night. Yeah, we can come stay 3 months over there. Because guess what? It's gonna be in the contract. It's gonna be in the contract. I need to be. Yep. We sure can go to Florida.
The whole Michael Jackson situation. If you watch the documentary on YouTube on Hulu, it was it is a we coming down there to stay with you guys, but it was your mom's gonna be on the 3rd floor while we on the 6th floor.
No,
that's what.
No, we're gonna be. If my kid is a minor, we're gonna be in the same room.
Yeah.
You can come visit us down here, or we can go visit you up there.
I was just like, God damn. I was just, let's see.
But again, it's like we're not all enamored with all the glitz and glam and all that stuff that lifestyle has to offer. So, I mean, to be distracted, I'm sure, but to be neglectful, that's like, I don't know. That to me, that's abuse. That's child abuse. That's child neglect.
Damn, somebody in the comment section said, Diddy messed up if his cases are being talked about on law and crime networks. It's like, true. Bro.
Wait a minute. My sound is not right.
Uh-oh.
Can't hear you.
Bro was smart as fuck to stick the evidence up, and there's a whole bunch of other shit in here.
Apparently he wasn't that smart. If he's getting caught up now, he didn't get rid of the evidence, apparently.
Somebody was messy. Somebody left a little paper trail. Someone was getting lagged. Somebody probably didn't get their check that week.
That's why you got to make sure ain't no blood feuds.
Well,
Take out the entire family, all the friends, everyone. You scorch the earth so ain't nobody left. Dead man can't tell no tales.
oh man, but no, I'm very curious to see where all this is going to go and how long is it going to be dragged out.
Yeah, it's so much coming out so fast. It's really hard to kind of
It's coming out.
keep track of what's legit, like what's really legit and what's just like fluff, you know?
Not fluff.
I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of whether he gets a legal charge or not, in the court of public opinion, that nigga done, son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that nigga cooked.
Fact. That's a fact.
Ugh.
But you really got to realize though, people wasn't really fucking with him like that anyway. So
So wait, who y'all think they gonna get to play Diddy? Because who's gonna audition for that role?
Ooh, let me see. Let me
His
see. Let me see. Ooh, Jamie Foxx. No.
Nah,
son.
his son. No,
His son might be right around the corner from him. He might be right in the next block.
yeah, he might be tied up. I mean, let's say talk about Quincy. You know, who is an actor.
You talking about
hey,
Albie
hey,
Shores' son?
Yeah,
hey, they gonna get Jesse Smollett to play Diddy.
I think allegedly isn't Jussie Smollett doing something, cleaning up something, or his case is back up. Where is?
I don't
Need to
know.
start looking for Jesse. Where he been at? They talking about Power.
I know. I seen him at the BET Awards. I seen him like I was there. I seen him at the BET Awards on TV.
Hey,
Or
I ain't heard about
he was at
broken.
one of them award shows.
mm. Well, you
I
know,
ain't heard about him.
yeah, no.
He didn't win none. He was in the audience.
Oh, he was probably there with his sister.
I mean,
Oh,
maybe he should have won something because he damn sure was acting his ass off.
he
Yeah,
was.
I mean, yeah.
He was.
you get a grin. You get a grin.
He wasn't acting better than that black girl that seen that little white baby on the side of the road.
Mm.
She was a terrible actor, bro. She couldn't even get her story straight.
just for
She was just running her lines. She was running her lines.
I
Okay.
just remembered that video. I was just like, "What are you talking about?" And I was just like, the image popped up right in my head too, and I was just like, "Oh shit!"
uh,
Here's the
not
thing.
for
Here's the
real.
thing. As a normal black person, you driving out, should you see a little white baby on the side of the road? Your first thought is, "I seen this scary movie. I'm good.
Right?
I'm a pull in my car. I'm stay over here in my car, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call the cops."
So wait, do you guys think we were missing underlying messages in all those songs with Diddy in it?
Underlying messages?
Yeah,
Say
So
can't.
what you
what?
think she was trying to tell us a secret message?
Yeah, like where the artist is singing secret messages, or like where they trying to tell us. Like that just makes
One thing I gotta,
Oh.
you in the air.
one thing I gotta say is go watch Diddy SNL skits again.
I mean, those two like
Oh shoot.
things.
I
Nigga,
got
I
something to
just
watch.
said go watch some skits again. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like it wasn't that we were missing them. I think that a lot of them, for me personally, I just overlooked them because I just took it as like a craft. I'm like a lot of it I didn't really take seriously. But now in retrospect, I'm like, okay,
They had Robin Williams in the dress and they was hitting at some shit, man. I ain't first saw that I was a little nigga and I knew like he was kind of, you know what I mean, but Robin Williams at that time, I forgot that movie he did, but he was in the dress before, so I was kind of like, all right, I saw you do that before, so I like,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
yeah. So I'm like, all right, I saw you do that before, so all right, you doing this on SNL, I'm kind of used to you doing it already. I ain't really thinking nothing too much of it, but I forgot what the skit was, but they was like supposed to be in the studio type shit, and I forgot like the basis of it, but I
Mm.
remember that joint. I'm like,
I'm gonna watch it
what
tonight.
type of weird?
Hey, you know what's funny? Now this whole story about Cambodian breast milk, you make my day, is hitting different.
Wait, say
I
what?
don't know this
Talking about
story.
breast milk. I don't drink
No,
breast milk.
yeah, you
Yeah,
remember the Dave Chappelle Cambodian breast milk, you make
it's
my
stupid than
day.
the bitch.
I don't drink breast milk.
This nigga, this nigga pulled out a Dave Chappelle reference. I ain't see that shit.
Only
I
the
was little.
only the finest Cambodian breast milk that will work for me.
Oh man.
I almost drank breast milk once by mistake. My cousin was having a party and they had like drinks and everything. You know, you just all in the kitchen doing what you do. And we pulled out an ice cube. We thought it was goddamn pina colada. It was an ice cube tray. And we thought they was like little pina colada ice cube. I don't know what the fuck we thought.
Not to
As soon as we pulled it out, she walked in the kitchen and she was like, that's my breast milk. We was like, oh, okay.
I want
This
you
is
to know,
back.
I want you to know I would have stood there and I'd have waited till you finished it and chewed the ice cube up and be like, that was all breast milk you just ingested, right? All of that. That
Oh
was
my
pure
god! I feel like
180% breast milk.
had I had the opportunity, I feel like I would have realized with more inspection that it wasn't what we thought. But you have to realize, we're drinking everything in the
Right.
kitchen.
You wasn't inspecting shit. You was about to pop that
Exactly.
breast milk in your mouth.
I was about to put it in my drink.
She's like, don't waste my titty milk. Pour that back in
I know. I was like,
the lunch.
pour some rum on it.
I have definitely wasted some titty milk before. Who hasn't been running up in a pregnant chick and you sucked on a titty and bam,
Did that
breast
before.
milk in your mouth.
I haven't.
You'd be like, you'd be like, shit squirting in your mouth. Hit the back of your throat. Like, what the fuck?
Sometimes it'd be too late, man. Sometimes you pass the point of no return.
I won't
You gotta make a decision. Either I'm gonna swallow or I'm gonna spit.
I'm not gonna sit there nursing on nobody now. Oh god, that John. Ooh. Something different. Eat your eat your fruits. Women will give you.
Listen,
I don't even drink regular milk.
Listen, y'all say that
almond milk.
Listen, y'all high and mighty motherfuckers is talking shit now, but let fallout happen, and breast milk is the only thing left for y'all to
No,
keep and
I'm
drink.
just saying.
Y'all
I
gonna be
drink
sucking the
milk.
hell out
I
of some
drink
titties.
milk because I don't like the way it tastes. It tastes weird to me.
The thing is,
I just think it tastes.
I'm just saying, I get it tastes weird, but you do what you gotta do to survive sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's different. I'm just trying to squeeze my own milk in my cup. I'm just saying that's different.
like we're the
Now,
only species that drink another
it's like that.
species.
I'm not gonna lie. I ingested some chick breast milk one time by accident. That shit tastes like fucking honey. It was sweet as hell.
Huh.
Interesting.
Nasty.
It was really
I
accidental.
don't-
Like I ain't just reaching, go for it. But I forgot that
Yeah.
I know.
was not trying to pop the tit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I know,
This
but
is
you
not-
know what? It has to taste somewhat appetizing.
And I was like,
I'm
man,
sure it doesn't taste disgusting.
I was like, why it tastes like that? And she was like, what you mean? And she was like, oh.
See, the problem with breast milk, the problem is when it's an accidental breast milk injection. It's kind of like accidental anal. Like you don't expect it, so you're like, oh shit, what the fuck? It's actually you don't know what's coming. It's just weird.
Yeah, that's never accidental in my situation. Anyway,
Where are we even at right now? What were we talking about?
You couldn't see my open quotes when I said accidental anal. I call it accidental.
Accidental.
You accidentally on purpose doing things. It sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Oops! How did that get there? You gonna take it out? Nope. We already here. We might as well keep going.
Accidentally on purpose.
I put it when the word into like a little situation.
Listen, it's only an accident if you don't like it. If you enjoy it, then nah, I meant to do that. I meant to do that shit.
Yeah, but that comes with preparation. Because your preparation, you might feel some anticipation and.
You know what? Speaking about, hold on. Speaking about anal, any of y'all ever read the Tucker Max book?
Nigga, what?
Tucker Max, he got a book called I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell, and he goes on to tell a story about how he did anal with his girl for the first time, but he had just bought a juicer and a dehydrator, and he made juice, and they was dehydrating meat and fruit and shit and eating it all day. And the first time they tried anal, they thought it was a fart, but it wasn't, and it was horrifying. It was so bad the girl ran out of his house, wrapped up in a blanket covered in vomit and booty juice, and got in the cab butt naked. So
Yeah, no, I have not read that book, and I will never read that book.
No.
Yeah, that don't like my type of book.
That's not my kind of book. That sounds like smut. That sounds like smut to me, and I'm not judging. I'm just saying I don't read that.
That
I'm
shit
more
sound
into
like white people kink.
listen, it's pretty smutty, but it's a funny book. It's a book of
No, I have a friend who reads nothing but smut. I like
Well, no. What is okay? No. Okay, so what it is? It's a story. It's a book about all of his like dumbass exploits that he used to do, and that just happens to be one of the stories in.
And who is he though?
It's a guy
Wild
called
guy.
Tucker Max. If you ever seen
A wild fucking guy.
if you ever watched the movie, I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. The movie was based on the book.
Mm.
Oh no,
It's a movie too. Make it crazy.
The movie is funny as hell, man. The movie is funny as shit.
All right, so
Well, I'm watching SNL tonight. So.
I got a couple questions for y'all. I got some rapid questions for y'all. Rapid. They're rhetorical questions. They're not. Don't take them personally.
In
Okay.
circles.
Okay.
Okay,
Don't tell me how to live my life.
you can get everybody's opinion. How do you guys feel about camouflage sayings these days? Like for the term, like how we say good morning. Like there's some racist.
That might popped out. What you said?
Sorry, you can hear me now.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about like camouflage sayings? Like like how we don't say
I mean,
picnic, we say
I
cookout.
just heard about it.
Yeah, we had.
It's like every time you say it, your mic go out. I ain't gonna cap.
Oh, well, every time like we say picnic or whatever, like we don't say picnic, but we say cookout. We say like
I I do. I was aware of the term picnic
mm,
or pick a nigga, and that's what. Yeah. No,
You
that's
said
awesome.
you
I do
said
know
pick a
that, but
nigga.
yeah, that's
yeah,
we
pick a nigga.
don't
That's
call
where
it picnic,
picnic came from. It's back from the slave days where they used to be like, we're gonna go out and pick a nigga, and they would just pick any nigga and like torture them, hang them.
and it was a picnic. So
It was a
that's why
picnic.
we call it the cookout. That's why most black people call it the cookout. They don't call it picnic.
Yeah, yeah, cookout or barbecue. Yeah,
Or
I knew about that one, but today I heard about goodbye
yeah, there's
or
good.
good morning. I mean, good morning.
Yeah, good morning is one of them. Indian giver is one of them. Grandfathered in is one of them. Uh,
So what do you mean? How do we feel about it? Like what do you mean?
so basically, are y'all going to change the way how y'all speak with all these people being, like woke about the situations now?
Fuck no. I call your mama Indian giver all the time, nigga. Shit.
I mean, that's funny you to ask this question because to some extent, yes, because I once said so I was telling someone about my birthday being on Christmas Eve, and they were like, "Oh, I bet that really sucked as a kid." And I made that comment. I was like, "Oh no, my family they never Jewed me as a kid."
Mm.
And one of my coworkers got offended. And I honestly just said it as because, like, just now, like, nephew, he just learned these other terms that we were talking about. And in that moment, I realized what I was saying. But
Mm.
before, it was just something I had said, and I never like really thought about like where it all came from and stuff. And so I don't say, obviously, I will never say that again. But
Sometimes
so
it's like,
yeah, I feel like to a
it's
certain
like
extent, there are
we
some words
less
I'll change.
sensitive and shit now, because now motherfuckers, now you can just say something and they might just hear some of it, niggas just get all offended. Man, fuck you, offensive, whatever the fuck you offended about, niggas. Fuck you.
Okay, next question.
Well, okay,
I,
rapid. I know he said rapid question.
I got lost in it myself. I was like, why is my phone in my hand? All right, how do y'all feel about Nicki Minaj getting locked up?
I don't give a
Oh,
fuck
I
about Nicki Minaj. I ain't give a
don't
fuck about
know.
Nicki Minaj when Nicki Minaj was popular.
I mean, I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj, but I'm just talking about her as a black woman over there in another country, and we think about it in that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because I feel like it's really fucked up. Did she have weed in her bag?
Yeah,
She said she didn't have weed in her bag, but
allegedly.
allegedly,
Well,
that's
Yeah.
the question. Like
What
she
did
said,
you do?
she
Did y'all see
was
the
set
video?
up, and she said that they were doing that to detain her for a certain amount of time because of whoop de whoop de whoop. Could some of that be truthful? It could be, and also too, she
Did
took
y'all
her husband over there with
see
her
the
too.
video that she recorded?
Yeah, when they was putting her in
yeah.
that little tiny ass van.
Yeah, so my thing is like she was recorded or whatever, but she like I mean I've been back there once or twice. They don't usually let you have your phone out. Usually you're in cuffs. It usually
That's true.
you can't have that freedom of having your phone like that or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know though.
but
That's
then
a that's a
she was also
country.
in another country. In
Yeah.
another country.
I was about
But
to say
also
they
with that
jail
being said,
situation is different.
Okay.
Listen,
I
listen.
I
I
was
don't know.
look. I was just looking. Nigga needed to know. Like I was just
Like
curious.
they
but
like
did
in
she
our
get
jails and
I
arrested
don't
or
shit,
was
we
know.
she
get
just
them.
detained? That's the thing.
Listen, I don't know the full details, but I'm gonna tell you what. If a cop catch me with weed right now, my story's always gonna be like, I ain't had no weed, bro. That wasn't me. That nigga lying. He put that shit in. I don't know. I ain't gonna never admit to that shit. You could catch me dead to rights, bro. You could have a video of me putting weed in my car or smoking that. That wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't smoking no weed. I don't got no weed. I don't do that shit.
Shaggy. All right. So
Okay, but
the
did she get arrested or was she just detained?
look, it's still an unfolding story, or was this just a publicity stunt to sell these
Like it's
the
promotion
second
though.
legs of her ticket,
Yeah.
the second leg of her show, because now she has more tickets and more dates or whatever available. So maybe that was a publicity stunt or something. But I hope she's all right. I hope she's okay because I do like Papa Bear. Her son. I think he's cute or whatever. He be doing his little thing or whatever. But like, I hope he's okay. And then, like you mentioned, she is a black woman in a different country or whatever. I hope that shit works out for her as well too. Are you guys familiar with Twitch Boss,
No.
the late great Twitch Boss? Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, he used
You
to.
talking about the DJ?
He was on like a few dancing shows or whatever, but he was also known for being on Ellen as well too. So
Oh, I was
Mm-hmm.
about to say Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, that's
yeah,
my nigga.
him, Generous or whatever, he was the DJ on there, and then like he would come out and do all his little dance moves and all
I
that
think
stuff.
he was on like one of them dancing shows, so you can think you can dance or American.
He was
He
like
was on
on
one
one
of
of
them
those
dancing
shows or
shows.
whatever. But anyway, so a couple months ago, whatever, they thought he had like committed suicide or something. So like now it's coming out allegedly that they think it's a murder. So I don't know, like if you
Wait a minute. What? Wait,
Word?
what?
yes,
Not my nigga. Twitch.
this is all like
Wait, what would you say?
Twitch Boss.
You talking about
That's his name.
saying Twitch boss, but you talking about Twitch, the him and his wife, they would dance, they did like
Dancing DJ.
His full stage name is Twitch Boss.
okay. And
I
you
just
said
know him
what
as Twitch.
now?
Oh, sorry, Twitch.
What about him?
All right, so a couple months ago, he passed away. Or
You,
it could be
okay, I think that was about a couple years ago. But yeah.
a year ago.
Fucking wrong than that.
So now it's coming out that his death was not like a suicidal thing; it was like a murder thing now.
I haven't seen that.
Oh well, that's look. I saw it pop out, and that was allegedly.
That's some new info.
And,
That's some new.
so move.
Who murdered? Who would? First of all, if he was murdered, it was his wife.
I heard he was a nice guy.
Because
He seemed like a nice
who
guy.
on earth would murder him?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Who on earth would murder him?
he seemed like a nice guy to me. Like I'm.
But didn't I'm pretty sure that the original story was that he committed suicide in a hotel room.
Yeah, but like
I
then
don't even really
that's
feel
what
it.
caught my eyebrow. Twitch was a nice guy, and I was just like, that's just very crazy to me that because this was all popping up on TikTok.
Robin Williams was a nice guy.
He sure was.
How you die?
Suicide.
Yeah.
A former
Old age.
someone that you and I was a nice guy.
True.
So it be a nice guys. Sometimes they battling demons on the inside.
All right, and then how about I forgot about ASAP Rocky and his little situation. So he's about to go back to court. Like he finally just got a trial date back in or now he's finally got a trial date coming up in this September or whatever for allegedly.
Oh,
You say what?
was it a gun charge?
Yeah, it's a gun charge. I forgot all about that little tidbit information, whatever. I wonder.
I did too. Did he allegedly shoot somebody, or was he? It was just a gun charge.
It's allegedly he shot somebody. They have footage. They might not have footage or whatever. But like I forgot all about that. But he said he's set to go to trial in September. So I want to know how that's gonna play. I feel like we definitely need to keep an eye on that because his mama, his wife or not his wife, his girl is not just anybody. Like this is like Rihanna. So like I want to know what's gonna happen because they just had their second child. So I'm just like, damn. Like how?
I think she'll be fine for 3 to 6.
He might not be fine. He might have a new nigga, but he gonna be just fine.
But with that being said, though, I really think things might just smooth over fairly well for him if they don't actually have a video. Because
True, they say. I mean, like
he got his stuff together.
I think smart woman. I don't think she would have 2 kids by somebody. I'm pretty sure she saw that video before anybody else saw it too.
She's business smart. No. She's business smart.
I mean,
that she has. And sometimes people suffer on the other end when they focus too much on being business and they miss out on a lot of.
I mean, I only know her. They only have one relationship.
Yeah,
you only know her from who?
Because
she spent so much time building her. She built so much time building her brand.
True.
Shit, we didn't really know of her from the brand situation of the 15. All that shit. After she,
I think women did. I think more like women knew her from that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, before that, she was making songs like a motherfucker. Cause I remember she was in that movie. What's the name of that movie? It was like a good ass movie. That's she was like young Rihanna. I think it's like Step Up or some shit like that.
Ocean's 11.
Which one? Step Up?
No, she was like a young ass Rihanna because she did one of her songs on that joint. Remember, she was young ass Rihanna. She still had the big ass toys. She was wearing the long ass wavy weave and shit. This is like in the day Rihanna. I'm talking about like Sierra was probably still her
I don't
prime type
remember.
shit. It was an old ass movie. I was like, my head because Lil Belair, because they said, oh my God, it's Rihanna. And I'm like, a couple years later, I'm like, she looks totally different because she fresh off the island type shit, bro. I swear to God.
Mm.
Like she like that's probably like her first major role or like her first major, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I was like, I don't
and
even
she
know
was just
who
so
that.
skinny and so
It was
I
like
never realized it was her.
whatever that like she was in there with Sandra Bullock. Was it Ocean's 11 or was it like?
No, it was something different. It was like some type of dancing or like bring it up or step it up or one of them motherfuckers bring it on and one of them bitches. She was on one of them movies, bro. She was on one of them movies, one of them dancing ass movies from back in the day. Like it was one of them dancing ass movies, like one of them cheerleaders or dancing ass movies. Cause she came, she performed, she did her little song, like 2 songs or something like that in the movie. Like she performed like her little shit as a guest, and then she just dipped. I was like, all right, and I think she stayed and watched the rest of the shit or some shit. I was like, that chick, she look. I was like, she gonna be alright because that music was fire. I'm like, she gonna be something.
All right, so we gonna really touch on this dude real quick because I don't really care for him like that. We'll talk about Donald Trump real quick. How do you guys feel about like? So he was found guilty in all counts of like the whole hush money thing or whatever with
Oh
the.
my God.
He was found guilty. And
I've
like,
been worried about my guy all week. I said something last week about him, didn't
uh, and then he's still in the running to becoming for president. I just feel like they making up rules as they go now. Like this is just some
I? Hey,
bullshit.
I need to have the
Donald
right
Trump
to
should
what I'm
Donald
about to
Trump
say
lets
about.
you to, Donald
How is
Trump
it
lets you
possible
to
that
see
you
America's
can?
hypocrisy.
How is it possible that you can be a felon and run for president, but you can't be
Listen,
a felon and vote for the president? How does that even make sense? You can be the president, but you just can't vote for one. Like, does that make any sense?
listen. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of things that don't make sense about that whole thing. For example, you gotta like when you run for president, they have all of these standards they want you to follow. Like you can't smoke weed one time in high school. You can't have cheated on your girlfriend. You can't have any enemies. But yet Donald Trump cheated on wife one with wife two with wife three. You know what I'm saying? His old lady was a Playboy model. Like there's a bunch of red flags that's
I
in there
think I
on why
think
he should have.
honestly, you only have had to have be a citizen for. You have to be a citizen. Um, I
No, no,
really
no.
don't think all those are stipulations. It's like only
Well,
five things
well,
they
no,
want
no,
to
no,
look on
no, no.
before.
I'm not saying that these are stipulations, but think about it. Anyone that runs like that runs for president, a lot of the times, if you have any scandals that come out, especially shit like that, that's pretty much it for you. No one votes for you. You're done. You
That was
understand?
a different
But
time. That was a different time.
right, but what I'm saying is, when it came to Donald Trump and them voting for him, everyone was making all these excuses on why it's okay for him to do what he does or say what he says or be who he is. But yeah, you turn around and when anyone else had anything even close to those issues, they were all of a sudden a fucking monster. They were vilified. You know what I'm saying? Like
They were those
how
were his supporters. They're supposed to say
right,
that.
right. But that's what I'm saying. Like the hypocrisy that America shows. This isn't the first time you're gonna see it, and this isn't gonna be the last time you're gonna see it. Like this shit was
This
made
is
clear
absolutely
from
no.
Jump
This
Street.
is absolutely the first time I've ever seen any shit like this. This is
Really?
definitely the first.
This is the first time you've seen it? Yeah, it's ain't the first time I've seen that shit.
Yeah, and I'm 40. This is the first time I've ever seen this.
I mean,
Damn, where you been?
he's the first one to get impeached twice. So that's the first time I ever seen that. I'm only 30.
Who got impeached twice?
Donald Trump.
When did he get impeached?
Really?
He was impeached twice. We went
Yeah, I knew he was impeached.
for the different counts that he was impeached. The what you call it found him impeached, but like the Senate didn't find it to be impeachment. That's why they didn't go further than what it did.
So he wasn't impeached.
No, he was impeached.
Yeah,
Bill
he was
Clinton,
impeached.
Bill
He wasn't
Clinton,
removed.
Bill Clinton. Now that nigga was impeached. No,
Yeah,
Right, listen,
Bill
Bill
Clinton.
Clinton,
Nigga.
Bill Clinton got a blowjob and had to go through hell. Donald Trump said, grab women by the pussy because when you're rich, they allow you to. And it was like, oh, it's
Okay,
okay,
sucked.
he's rich, it's all right. Like, come
you know
on.
what? I forgot who said it, but I totally agree. And they said Bill Clinton was the first ever black president.
Yeah,
He got his
That,
dick
oh,
sucked and he smoked weed in the White House.
bro,
So
and
he
he was a
did in hell.
saxophone player.
And he's
Listen,
saxophone player.
all I'm saying is saying is, let anyone else
I'll call him Kenny G.
ran with the same shit in their background that he ran with, there was no way they were getting elected. No way. Shit wouldn't have fucking happened.
This-
That's all I'm saying.
oh
And
man.
people could be like, oh, I don't believe you. Ah, you can suck my dick. I don't care. That's how I feel. I feel like anybody else would have ran, it would have been a problem.
It's finally dark outside.
Hell yeah.
My bad. I'm acting niggerish. I apologize.
Oh my gosh.
All right, y'all. That's our show. Want to thank all y'all for we got some new followers, we got some new viewers, getting them charts up there. Continue, guys. Follow, like, subscribe, share, all that. You can find me here at Geek'd with Trey. Shy, where can we find you at?
Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok at GoatTTV215.com. Oh, shit, I said .com. My fault. I'm hard than bitch.
.com. You can also check his little following in the descriptions as well too. Go ahead, Dax.
You can find Complicated Discord everywhere you find your podcast. If you want to learn to make some drinks, you can go look up Taste of Elegance on Facebook or Instagram. And if you into a nigga that streams every now and again, that's inconsistent for now, I'm Devious One on Twitch.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for following. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Yo, happy Pride.